They call me Dan. They call me Dan the Lakers. They call me Dan the Lakers. DTLF. And I got a master plan for the Lakers back to the promised land. Spread the vision through my people, cause we fans are equal. When we reach 20K subs, yeah, we gon' drop a sequel. Another Laker anthem track, watch me run it back. Got the keys to the city where my Laker jack.
What up, Laker fam? It's your boy DTLF back with another video, guys. As we got a couple of updates here and some rumors to talk about as far as the Lakers go. But how y'all doing today, man? Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful Sunday morning. Excited for that Gold Cup game later on today between Mexico and Panama. That should be exciting. And then, of course, Summer League has come to a finale for our Lakers. But it's all gravy, baby, because at the end of the day, the Lakers found out what they needed from their young players. But let's start with the rumor of the day, and that is Christian Wood. So apparently, Mark Cuban is giving Christian the wood because he's looking to facilitate. So Marcelo, guys, he's looking to facilitate a deal for Christian Wood. Now, said deal would probably be according to Sam Quinn, who reported today that Mark Stein said that the Mavs are open to participating in a sign and trade, potentially for Jared Vanderbilt, right? I don't even see how that's even plausible because Jared Vanderbilt was our best defender. What's up, Christian? Was our best defender in the perimeter last season, right? Why would you want to jeopardize that for a new player who's not familiar with the system, who nobody wants to offer more than a veteran minimum anyways? Like, I don't understand. All I see here is Mark Cuban doing Mark Cuban things again, trying to muck stuff up. I think he has a sense that maybe, obviously, Christian Wood wants more money, but he's maybe willing to sign with the Lakers. Get up and ruin stuff per usual. This is why I cannot personally stand Mark Cuban. All right, this is what he usually does. He did it last season. We were trying to acquire Kyrie. Boom, he stepped in. That actually ended up being a blessing in disguise. However, this is not, something that should get anybody excited because Vanderbilt is here to stay, ladies and gentlemen. There's no way we should let him go anywhere. Okay, what do you guys think of that? Would you trade Jared Vanderbilt for Christian Wood just to pay that man his money? Because I would not. If he doesn't want to get, come over here on a veteran's minimum, then bye, Felicia. That's all I'm going to say about that. If he doesn't want to come here on a veteran's minimum, then bye. All right, we'll figure out another cheaper big man, maybe JaVale McGee. He might hit the market, right? Rumor has it they're looking to either trade him or buy him out. Maybe, we already talked about Bismack Biyombo, maybe somebody like that, right? There you go. See, everybody's on board. See, that's why I love Laker family. Y'all are too smart. Hell no way. I love it. Nobody's on board with this crap. And hopefully the Lakers aren't either, because I would be really upset. And as much as I like Christian Wood, it's not worth sacrificing your best perimeter defender on the team for a big who is mostly an offensive talent, mostly, right? My guy, Ontario, he says somebody laced Cuban's cigar. Per usual, man. He thinks he's still on Shark Tank. He's still trying to rip people off, bro. There's something wrong with that guy. I don't know. I cannot stand him. I know he tries to play the good guy and, I'm making medicine cheaper for these people and all this and that. All he's doing is trying to get richer, man. Yeah, this guy is not the best. This guy is not who everybody thinks he is. You can just see right through the fakeness, man. Cannot stand me some Mark Cuban. Anyways, he's always been a Laker hater, and this should come as a surprise to no one, right? That he's trying to ruin something. But there is other options there on the big man market. So I'm not. Obviously, one option is gone. Bobo has decided to sign with the most annoying team on NBA 2K24 and probably in history, the Phoenix Bums. All right. Now, how much help does Kevin Durant need? Who else is he going for next? Dwight Howard? Right? Because seriously, they signed Bobo. They already had Bradley Beal. Obviously, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant. I know I forgot some all-stars along the way, but that team is too stacked and is ridiculous. But it's one of those things that you know what, the more the merrier, because it's going to be that much sweeter when we defeat them or when anybody defeats them, right? That's how it has to feel. He said yes, trade Vanderbilt for Christian Wood. Vanderbilt wasn't even getting any minutes against the Nuggets. We have Prince, Reddish, and Rui who can all defend now. No, I'll tell you what. Why not, Mike Jones? Because Vanderbilt was one of the main reasons we even got in the playoffs. Now, the fact that coach did not know how to utilize them in the Western Conference Finals, that's a coach problem. That's not a us problem. This guy is crucial to the team. Vanderbilt is arguably the best perimeter defender in the league. Like, can you name one better right now? Name one better perimeter defender with more length and athleticism than Vanderbilt, and versatility, because he can also guard some bigs, some wings, and some guards. Name one. This guy's he's a utility belt, and you can throw it on whenever you need it. That's the type of player he is, and that's a good thing. That's not necessarily a bad thing. The only issue with him is that he didn't knock down his open shots for the most part, and he wasn't aggressive attacking the rim in the Western Conference Finals. That's why they didn't bring him forward. OG Anunoby, you can make a case that he's better, sure, because he's been doing it for longer, but Vando's actually been doing it since he came in the league. He's just been doing it on irrelevant teams. I still take the size of Vanderbilt, but I get it. OG's a better offensive player. So, yeah, I guess that's one. Lou Dort, I still take Vando's size over Lou Dort. Call me crazy, but I'm taking Vando's size over Lou Dort. Somebody said Kawhi. If he could play, if he's on the court, sure. Here we go. Jonathan, my guy said, like the great GOAT said, if I need to convince you to come here to carry the legacy forward, then you ain't the one to be it. You know what? At the same time, I'll tell you this, man. Christian was a very good offensive player. He's not much for a defender, right? He's not much for a defender. I'll tell you that, bro. So as far as that goes, I'm off board if it's going to cost us our best perimeter defender. I think Vando should stay here for the next 10 years. We need his type of defense. He's going to develop and become a better offensive player over time. Hopefully, he can become a similar offensive player to like a Trevor Ariza. But if he can't, that's fine. We'll use him in the Tony Allen role. You just bring it in. You bring him in when you need somebody to, and that's okay with me. That's just okay with me. Hey, what's up, Empire Jeff? What's up, bro? He said, Sunday Fun Day with DTLF. Salute, bro. Salute, brother. Can't wait to see y'all on Around the League, man, to defend my title. And shout out to everybody who voted, man. But your boy ended up taking that draft victory. So now we are 1-1 versus, me and Jeff right now. So it's a little rivalry brewing as far as the fantasy drafts go. So that should be fun if he's able to come on again this upcoming week. But yeah, listen, guys. Lakers have some options. If Vando, for some reason, gets ignorant and he tries to prove a point and say, well, y'all didn't want to sign and trade for me, so I'm going elsewhere, then so be it. Deuces. Like I said, much as I like Christian Wood and I'd still love to sign him here, I'm not trading Vando for him. That's the bottom line. I do want to talk about somebody that there was a little bit of conversation about yesterday, right? I even had one fan reply to me pretty upset that he bought the number 6 jersey for LeBron, and now LeBron's been a diva and switching back to 23. Well, listen, this is what I got to say about that. LeBron James is a very intelligent basketball player. First of all, he said the main reason he's switching out of 6 is because he didn't want to be the last player in the league with number 6 when everybody else was honoring Bill Russell and had, retired that jersey in his name, right? So he switched back to 23. On top of that, I like the move because personally, that's the only jersey I have. I never bought the number 6. I have the 23, and that's the one he won a championship with us. So it makes it a lot easier to hang that jersey when he retires and into the rafters, right? It won't be number 6 because nothing special happened under number 6. So thank God we don't have to hang 2 jerseys like we did for Kobe, because that would have been just tacky. Kobe's the only one that deserved 2 jerseys hang here in LA because of all the work he put in for 20 plus years, right? So that's just different right off the top. And then thirdly, he has a chance to add to that 23 legacy. That's what he's won his championship here with, and if he can add to that, that's even better. So yeah, I'm happy with the move. He didn't win any championships under number 6, so now there's absolutely no entitlement to try to hang that jersey from the rafters. So see, as a Laker fan, that actually brought joy to my heart. Like, yes, go back to 23. That's the one historically he's known most for, right? Like when we think of LeBron James, we think of number 23. He was briefly number 6 in Miami, but those were his villain days anyways. So back to 23. And it also tells me that LeBron is nearing the end, right? He's starting to think how to retire and all of that. So I love it. I love it. He's making intelligent moves. This is another one. 23 is better than number 6 anyways. Cooler number. It just is, right? It was made popular by Jordan, and now LeBron has made it even more popular. So nothing wrong with that. My guy Dante said, haters hate on LeBron trying to get his 5th ring. They'll fall in line. Kobe Bryant. Yeah, man. Listen. If anybody's still hating on LeBron, I got to question your Laker fanmanship, right? LeBron's been here for about, what, 4 or 5 seasons already? If you're still hating, you still haven't got on board. Now I'm really questioning, are you a real Lakers fan? Because real Laker fans would have been got on board, whether you like them or not. Period. He said the Lakers will only get Wood at the minimum. That's it. If he won't take that, he's not coming. I agree, brother. I agree. This is Mark Cuban trying to get slick. He thinks he's in Shark Tank. He can rip off some entrepreneurs. It's not going to happen, fam. The Lakers aren't desperate, right, like the entrepreneurs are to make some money. So it's just not going to happen. I'm sorry. Ferrari. I keep blowing up. What line is that from, y'all? Let's see here. My boy DT. He said, I don't understand why some folks are so upset about somebody switching a jersey number. Bro, I was shocked too. I was like, dude was acting like that had anything to do with anything. Like he hit me up. He's like, man, he's like, I can't believe LeBron's beat. I forgot his exact words. I think he might have used diva, or I'm confusing 2 different comments from different people. But switching his jersey again, like he's like, I spent my hard-earned money buying his jersey, and now I have to, something about American Express to switch it back. It's like, no, bro, keep it. It's a part of history. He wore number 6 briefly, for a couple of seasons. It's still a part of history. You know what I'm saying? It should never be that serious. But I find it hilarious, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the GOATs always draw positive and negative attention, right? Positive attention because people praise them nonstop, and then negative attention because some people hate on them for no reason nonstop. So, hey, what's up, Angie? Good to see you, girl. Dan, Snake making moves, got Bobo. Yeah, I seen that, man. I seen him get Bobo. It was rumored that they were going to get him. Turns out they had to clear up a roster spot, so they traded away Cameron Payne to the Spurs. So no more Ratatouille. That's the only good news. We don't have to, look at his ugly mug every time we face Phoenix. But they got bigger. They got more versatile. And to be honest, that's going to be the Goliath in the NBA. Everybody's looking at them as a target to take them down. In a way, they have kind of done a favor to the Denver Nuggets, because Denver had the target on their back, and now everybody's starting to look at Phoenix and like, they're looking at Phoenix like, okay, they're the target. Obviously, they're building a super team, 4 all-stars and a bunch of solid role players. They got Watanabe, who sounds like some sort of a Korean spicy sauce. You know what I'm saying? They got, who else did they get? Like, they just got so many free agents this offseason that I didn't think were going to sign there, and then now they just added Bobo. It is what it is, man. They're trying to be the Goliath of the NBA, but throughout history, Goliaths always tend to fail their first season. Let's hope that continues, right? Wood wants to sign and trade so he could get more money, and Mark needs a defensive wing, so he's being smart. I say hell no. Yeah, I cannot stand Mark Cuban. I really hope we don't trade anything to that bum. He would love to have one of the best defenders in the league in Vanderbilt. And I say to Mark Cuban, fuck off. Like, that's what I say to Mark Cuban. We haven't forgot all the shit you talked about us and how you try to block the Kyrie trade and all of that. We'll never forget that. He can go to hell with that shit. We don't want to hear none of his proposals. If Christian wants the Wood, then he can line up and take the veterans minimum. Other than that, I don't want to hear that shit. I feel you, Angie. I'm right there with you. He ain't getting nothing. He ain't getting not one scrap from us. He said every time we want player, teams tries to find ways to not let the Lakers get players by signing, trade, or adding a few changes. That's what they do. That's what they do. They're a bunch of haters, man. They're a bunch of haters. You see all these other teams like the Phoenix Suns, everybody's cooperating with them. Heck, I'll take the Ratatouille off your hands. That way you can go get another giant, right? But look, that's okay. This is what makes winning as a Laker fan and as a Laker that much more sweeter, is that we can always flip the script and somehow pull it off. It's us against the world, baby. We swimming against the current constantly. And I wouldn't want to have it any other way because it makes it that much funner to watch when we win the championship, especially. So I'm all with it. I'm all with it. She said, the Suns, I expect them to be entertaining in the regular season and wet the bed in the playoffs. I hope you're right. That's going to be a tough team to beat. I guarantee it, right? Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. They're too stacked. Offensively, they have a lot. Defensively, they have a little. But I think they're going to be a problem. I truly do. They're going to be a problem. I'd be here sitting here lying to y'all to tell you that's going to be a walk in the park. And don't be shocked if that ends up being opening night's matchup. Suns versus Lakers or Denver versus Lakers or something prime time like that. Should be fun, right? Hey, that's what's up, bro. I'm glad you love the intro. Check this out. At 24K, and we're very close, I'll be dropping a sequel to that. It's been years since I did a Lakers anthem. I will be dropping a sequel Lakers anthem / thank you for the 24K. And that's going to be the new thing airing on this channel. So I cannot wait, fam. I cannot. I kid you not. It's going to be a banger. I've been scouring the internet for awesome beats, and I found one. Now, this beat is going to run me about $250. But I'm going to spaz out on it if I buy it, if I do end up deciding that's the beat. But, I mean, Laker fam deserve the best of the best. You know what I mean? The best of the best. F all the rest. So I'm going to give y'all the best of the best, even if it costs me $250 out of my pocket, right? But yeah, I'm still looking at beats right now, man. But that Lakers anthem is going to be serious once we hit 24K. And you know, I was going to do it at 20K, but after Kobe passed, I said 24, man. It's more symbolic for the Black Mamba. And I'm going to include a couple of lines in my bars that are going to be tributes to him. So should be an excellent track and emotional and passionate and something we could all bump in our cars, man. That's what I want. That's what I'm striving for. Just absolute greatness. And it's coming. It's coming. I'm fired up. I haven't been in the studio in a while. I've been just kind of messing around with some beats, but nothing serious. I'm about to get real serious. I'm about to get forget PG-13, man. I'm about to get rated R up in this bitch. I'm ready. I'm ready, man. So keep hitting that like, keep subscribing, because that 24K is gonna be fire. I promise. I promise. He said, "What's up, homie? Saludos from Guatemala City. Go Lakers." Hey, shout out to Guatemala. What's up, Vic? How you doing, brother? He said, Mike Malone is angry now the Suns and the Lakers are getting all the attention. Mike Malone won a championship, and his claim to fame was him trying to reenact that that one meme of the old guy trying to look young with the glasses and the chains. Like, he was doing too much. Bro, we see the gray hairs. Relax. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro thought he was really him. Like, he was out here trying to look like the young bucks. He was one grill short of becoming a meme, I promise. But you know what it is? He's a good coach, so I can't even hate on that. But it's just, man, he became really annoying with all that yapping he was doing, and he put a huge target on his back. So I can't wait. I know LeBron is ready. Yes, sir. Oh, you think it's goated now? Just wait, buddy. Just wait. He said, nah, bro. Hey, just keep hitting that like button and all of that, bro. That's more than enough love. But I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all truly the best. AD staying unless he gets traded for Jokic or Embiid. That's not gonna happen, bro, unless it's 2K. But I feel you, Rodell. I feel you, bro. AD is probably gonna sign that contract extension. Don't be surprised when it happens. It's the best move for all parties involved. You lock him up on that contract extension and you give yourself flexibility, right? So long as that there's no trade clause attached to it, right? Because if he gets no trade clause, then you're pretty much screwed. Superstars do whatever they want when they get that. So my boy DT said, we either wait for C. Wood to sign with us or sign Biyombo and Castleton and keep it moving. Exactly, bro. There's no pressure on the Lakers. Lakers always adjust. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, for sure. If anybody wants to send me beats to listen to, go ahead, man. My email is on the description part of the channel. So it's there. If anybody wants to send me beats, I'll listen to them for sure. But listen, I'm only going for the top of the top, man. Even if that means paying top dollar, you know, top dollar with the gold fleet collar, dipping in my blue Impala DPG. Listen, I'm gonna bar this shit up. I promise. I cannot wait. I'm super hyped for it. I've been starving to get back in the studio with some true motivation. 24K does exactly that. And so as soon as I hit 24K, I'm already gonna work on the track. As soon as I get paid on the 21st, I'm probably gonna purchase it then, and then I'll start working then. And then as soon as 24K hits, as soon as the number drops, I'm dropping the track. I don't care if it's midnight, 3 a.m., whatever. Y'all going to wake up to a crispy, fiery track that's going to be on all platforms. I'm talking iTunes. I'm talking every streaming platform, YouTube, everything. So it's going to be a banger, man. I hope this is something y'all could play, over the barbecues this summer and, at the pool and all that. Just something you could bump and be proud of being a Laker fan as something like that. That's what I'm striving for. Greatness. Do I play fantasy ball? Who are your sleepers this year? I do play fantasy basketball, and I'm actually going to run a fantasy league with most of the same guys that I ran it with last year, except I subtracted a crybaby or two. But other than that, listen, last year's fantasy draft was so good, and then I make a trade, and the guy started crying about it. And the guy who started crying about this trade I made had the most stacked roster in the fantasy league. Right. But I was hot on his trail and we were about to meet in the finals and he started crying. So guess what I did? I just paid him the prize money and I just terminated the league because he annoyed me that much. Right. There was no point of even going through. He was going to cry about it, especially when everybody set him up to win. Right. He had all these superstars. He literally had a team that was more stacked than the current Phoenix Suns. So that tells you everything you need to know. So next year when I do a fantasy league, I want to make sure a couple of things. No crybabies, man. Whatever happens in that league, I don't want to hear no crying. That's number one. Number two, we're only putting up $10, so ain't nobody should be crying over $10, right? Whether you win or lose, it's all about having fun. That's it. Those are the only two rules I have. Have fun, no crying, and that's it. And it's gonna be a blast, fam. It's gonna be a blast. So start hitting me on the DMs on Twitter. If y'all want to be in a fantasy league, just let me know why I should pick you. I'm only gonna pick about 10 people. So yeah. And most of the people I picked already are coming back, at least 5 or 6 of them. So there's only going to be really about 4 slots. Anybody wants in, you know where to hit me up. What is going on? Yo, this keeps happening to me. Every time I'm about to make a point, boom, they just shut me out. I don't know. Spectrum tripping, y'all. But yeah, let me go ahead and connect this. Let me wire it directly to the Ethernet before it closes me out. Give me one sec. Wire it directly. I think it's good right there. Yeah. Okay, we should be good right there. Should be good, man, because geez, this Wi-Fi. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something about Spectrum, right? They tell me I got over 500 megs, and then they clip me just like they did right now. They must be Clipper fans. I'm telling you right now. All right, let's read some comments. My guy said Castleton and McGee, or Tristan Thompson or Wood. Any combination of those. Let's go. I like your energy, bro. Absolutely. Look, we're not that far away, fam. We're just not. At all. You know what I'm saying? As far as the final couple pieces we need, I know a lot of people are opposed to it because he's older and so am I. But I'm not mad if we go and get Dwight Howard. I'm not mad if we bring back JaVale, right? I still prefer a younger piece, though. Don't get me wrong. If I have my preference, obviously Christian was at the top of the list. But if he can't be obtained, then we go with whatever we can get, right? We're not that far off. We already A+ the offseason. From the draft to free agency, everything has been awesome. So there's just a cherry on top we're looking for. And the Lakers are still doing their due diligence. Clearly, we only have 13 roster spots taken up right now, right? So all we need is one, maybe 2 more bigs, and that's it. Most likely it's going to be one, though. Kay said, Dan, how do you feel about Markieff Morris and Bismack Biyombo? I don't want no more stretch type wings. I feel like we have plenty. And I definitely don't want to see this man playing small ball 5. So I say no to Morris. I say yes to Bismack Biyombo because he does the dirty work. And he's a workhorse and he's got he's got a lot of energy and he does what it takes to get dubs, right? So yes to Biyombo, no to Morris. Somebody mentioned Castleton instead. I'd much rather bring in Castleton as a regular contract if I'm going to do Morris. Somebody said Wood is a bet. I'm sorry. Somebody said JaVale is a better pro than Wood. He never pouts and he never complains. Yeah, I'm on board with JaVale McGee. He was a great teammate. He was a great teammate, fam. Just a phenomenal teammate. So I'm completely on board with JaVale. We get JaVale. Sure, it's not the prettiest name on the market, but we need some insurance policies to back up AD. That's the bottom line. We got one in Jackson Hayes. We need another one, at least one more, right? Because that's the key. 3 bigs at least, right? So just in case of foul trouble or injury, which will occur throughout the course of an 82-game season. So, yes, I am on board with just getting one more piece. Even if it's Tristan Thompson, I'm not mad at it. Although I would be disappointed because I would like a little bit more size there. But if it's Tristan Thompson, I'm cool with it after what he showed in the Western Conference final game. Hey, I appreciate that mission. Thank you, brother. He said, how do you feel about Cat? Whew. Bruh. If you've been here for a while, you know exactly how I feel about Pussycat, man. Not a fan. I'm not a fan of this guy. He's supremely talented offensively. Defensively, he has no heart. And he's just not a very likable person for me, personally. I think he does his on-court, his off-court antics are just annoying to me. Yeah, he's one of the most annoying players that are in the league. Very skilled, though. Don't get me wrong. Very, very skilled. The Lakers were 1 pick away from drafting him. I heard the Lakers actually wanted Cat over D'Lo, but Cat got taken first overall. So there's that. However, I'm not going to sit here and be ignorant. Is he talented? Of course he is. Just not my kind of player. He said the Mavs won't help. They want help for Luka, and JaVale wasn't it for him, but he helped LeBron lead the league in assists. JaVale is just this type of player, right? He's a good regular season guy. He's not even a good playoff guy, and he showed it the last time he was here. For the regular season, he'll give you energy in limited minutes, 15 to 20 max, because he does have asthma, which is something I don't think a lot of people know. But he has asthma, so he can only give you 15 to 20 max. He's not going to give you much more than that, but those 15 to 20 minutes will be energized. He's going to crash the glass, and he's going to, get some dunks here and there. That's about it. But he is older. For sure he's older. Of course he is. How do you feel about Frank Kaminsky? Thanks for the super chat, bro. Frank the Tank? How do I feel about Frank? He's a talented offensive player. Defensively, he's subpar, man. I'm not mad if that's the piece they go with. I just don't think he's the piece that would put us over the top. I much prefer the names we were talking about before. Frank Kaminsky, man, his best days are behind him, in my opinion. I don't think he'll have any sort of breakout seasons moving forward. To be honest with you, what was that one big that we're working out last year? I prefer him if we're talking about talent. Miles Leonard, I preferred him. Obviously, Plumlee would have been great, but he went back to the Flippers. Why? I don't know. That's where careers go to die. But he went back there. My guy said the asthma is a huge deal. I forgot about that. You know what's crazy, Tony? I actually myself have asthma, but it only attacks me when I'm out of shape. When I'm back in shape, like I've been getting in lately, I don't even feel it, fam. I could play, 10 full court games and I won't even feel it. But when I was out of shape, especially due to COVID, that asthma was kicking in when I was out there on the court. And I was struggling. I'd be coughing out my lungs. People thought I had COVID. They're looking at me sideways with the widescreen. And I'm like, fam, I got asthma. Relax, But, yeah, that's just asthma is tough, especially if you're an athlete at the highest level. I can only imagine. So props to JaVale, man. He's out here repping for all of us asthma dudes out there, man. So shout out to JaVale for real. People don't understand what that's like. It's like it feels horrible. Angie said, our interest in Wood is to provide another dimension to our offense. Pelinka said that he doesn't want a lot of players with the same skill set like JaVale, but his skill set is similar to Hayes. You're absolutely right about that. And I forgot about that little nugget. Thanks for reminding me, Ange. You're right. That is something else to factor in, is that Rob Pelinka did say that. He does not want a repetitive skill set. However, if he has to settle for that, I think he'll settle for that just to get us some more insurance policies to back up AD and Hayes, right? Not a lot of options. The only real versatile player left who can score is Christian Wood, right? So it's either boom or bust. But you know what? No matter who we get, I trust this front office. They've done a phenomenal job. I'm not going to sit here and bitch about it. If they go out and they get us somebody elite or not, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it as long as it fills the role, right? As long as it's the designated position, the center position. That's what we need, right? We don't need no more forwards. We don't need no more guards. We need centers. Plumlee got more money in the Clips. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He said, if you know, you know. Asthma ain't no game. The older you get, you can't push too hard. Nah, bro. Actually, for me, I only had stage 1 of asthma. I don't even use an inhaler. People wouldn't even know I have asthma because I always felt like the doctor prescribed me an inhaler. I thought that shit was all in my head. Like, it makes you mentally weak. I was out there busting my ass in my youth. You would not have known I had asthma. I think that really happened because of all the smog here in California. So when I'm in shape, bro, I don't even have asthma, really. But it's only when I'm out of shape when the lungs really start working a little extra hard. So, you know, like if you have stage 2 or 3 of asthma, then that's worse. That for sure, you got to be damn near in a ventilator at that point. But and my stage is still beatable. I don't know what JaVale has, but I commend him. Again, it's not easy to play through it. It's not at all. But you got to have a lot of heart and you got to have a mental strength to go through it all the time, right? D9 says, I love waiting until 24K. I dropped a line as well in a song, bro. He said, I'll keep hitting the like. Oh, man. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Keep hitting that like, bro, because we're almost right there, really. I haven't even checked. I don't check it on the daily how many subs we got, but I know it's climbing on the daily because I'm putting out content every day, working hard. So we got 22K 615. All right. So we're less than 2K away, right? We're less than 1,500 away. We're less than 1,400 away. So, guys, keep hitting it, and we're gonna get it. I promise. And it's gonna be a good track, man. If I gotta pay 250 out of pocket for the beat, I ain't never paid that much for a beat, right? Me and my boy Lonnie used to go half and half, and we would do like 30 each, maybe 100 at the most. The I Wish beat costed us the most. That thing was like 150, 175 a piece. So that was the most I've ever spent. But if I'm coming out of pocket for 250, you better know I really love this song and it moves me. You know, the beat. And right away, like when you love a beat, you're a musician, you know this. The song, you can hear the voice already in your head. You can start hearing the lyrics and you can just start flowing off of it. It takes me probably 5 minutes to write the song when I love a beat. Right. So that's the type of beat I've been listening to. And it costs $250. So you know it's a Grammy sounding track, like really. I mean, this shit might hit in the radio for real. Sidewalk University says, and she says, we need a Jokic stopper to be the best. You have to beat the best. We're right there. Well, I got news for you, brother. As much as I agree, there's not one player out there on the free agent market at this stage who can be the Jokic stopper. Heck, I'm not even sure if there's a player in the NBA who can be the Jokic stopper if it ain't AD, right? AD is the best defender in the league, and he struggled to stop Jokic because of the calls he gets, because of the way the NBA allows Jokic to play with pace and space, and you can't do anything, and he can use his off arm to push. He could steamboat roll over you. He could do everything, but you can't touch him. You can't even breathe on the guy before he gets a technical foul called against you. So you can't stop Jokic, but what you can do is you can slow him down, and you can take him out of his game plan. His game plan is to play make. He's really a playmaker who can score, not a scorer who can play make. He's the opposite. His strength is playmaking. So if you can turn him into primary scorer and take out his teammates, that is your best game plan, in my opinion. And the problem with us is we didn't do either. We let him do whatever he wanted. So this is why you want to bring versatility. This is why you want, wings like Taurean Prince. This is why you want multiple bigs. You can throw different bodies out there just in case of foul trouble. You want this man to get tired. And in the 7-game series, we've beat him before. The way we did it, Dwight Howard was as close to a Jokic stopper. It was really a team effort, fam. It was completely and utterly a team effort, and that was one of the best ways to stop him. However, he's gotten better since then, so I will give him credit. Yeah, I already gave the Wood update, fam. Pretty much Mark Cuban is trying to get in the way of that. He's trying to get in the way of that and basically wants to do a sign and trade. I think Wood would have been a Laker already if Mark Cuban wasn't in the way. I really do. He's just like Kevin Durant, a snake. He prevented us from getting Kyrie, which ended up being a blessing in disguise, and now he's trying to prevent us from getting Christian Wood for nothing, right? He's trying to. Rumor has it they want Vando on a sign and trade. That's not going to happen, right? For multiple reasons, that's not going to happen. So, hey, appreciate you, Mission 24. Thanks so much, brother. Thanks for the super chat. He said, dinero para el. How do you say that word, bro? How do you say it? Yeah, alquiler, hermano. I appreciate you, man. My guy. Thank you, bro. That's definitely going towards the track right there. Yes, sir. He said, dream to see Wood and AD, offensive AD, 4, Wood at the 5 defense. Then it would be at the 5, Wood at the 4, but limited minutes. Me have Rui, Vando, etc. There's many different variations of lineups that Coach Darvin Ham can use as we are built right now, as constructed right now, right? He can go with a starting lineup of Gabe Vincent if he wants to go all defensive. Gabe Vincent, he can have Austin Reeves at the 2, LeBron at the 3, he could have AD at the 4 and Jackson Hayes at the 5, or he could put AD at the 5 and Vando at the 4, or AD at the 5, Rui at the 4. All kinds of variations. All kinds. So this is a gift that Darvin needs to not squander, because last year he just went with a short rotation and that's it. He never tried different combinations. We never got to see Thomas Bryant and AD on the floor for an extensive amount of minutes. That would have been nice to see. Even AD was salivating over that. But the good news is that they've had conversations with the front office, and this is why they brought in Jackson Hayes. They want to incorporate more of a 2 big man lineups, right? Now, how long that's going to last for, I don't know. Depends on Darvin Ham. But I have trust that AD and anybody can make it work when they're out there together, right? So, again, appreciate your mission. Thanks for Cash App, bro. He said Woods might go to the Cavs. Yeah, I mean, if he goes there, he's not really going to move the needle there. They got plenty of bigs. They got Mobley there. They got, obviously, Jarrett Allen there. He would be third fiddle. Here, he has a chance to maybe even start. So I don't see how it would make sense. Now, if you told me he's going to go to Chicago because they just opened up a $10 million exception due to the Lonzo Ball trade, due to the Lonzo Ball injury, then I believe you more. I can see him going to Chicago and getting some solid minutes there next to Vucevic, right? They don't got too much size over there. So I can see that happening. But I just don't see Cleveland because they already got, 3 bigs there? Yeah, I just don't see it, man. But if he does, hey, I wish him the best. We're not going to lose any sleep over losing any of these free agents because we already aced the free agency already. People are underestimating our acquisitions. People don't understand how good Gabe Vincent is. At times, he was the second best player on Miami, on the Miami team that made it to the finals. That's just not something you can gloss over. I know some of the haters been trying to gloss over that, but it's just not something you can gloss over, right? Like, come on, man. Like, some underrated free agent signings. I give us an A+ already, and that's before we sign any big, which I know we will. Do we sign Biyombo? I'm on board. I'm on board if he's the best big man available. Sure. Why not? I agree with you, Avery. 110%, bro. We need to keep Vando. Exactly. No matter what. If Wood wants to come here, he can get it for the right price. That's the bottom line. There's no other way, right? Lakers got to keep it simple. Look, we got a golden opportunity for you to get your career back on track. Right now, nobody wants you. Nobody wants you right now. We'll take you, and you help us win a championship, you're going to get paid. Whether it's here or elsewhere, you're going to get paid, bro. That's what you can promise, Vando. You got the biggest national stage in the NBA and the association globally, right? That's what we can offer him. We cannot offer him anything more than that. If he wants more than that, then deuces. He can go somewhere else for less or for more. Doesn't matter. He said Biyombo's too small. McGee knows the system in LA. I don't think it's so much size rather than tendencies. Biyombo is a solid rim protector and a solid rebounder. That's all you can get from him. JaVale is more of a veteran. He's been on championship teams, on the Warriors. He's been on the Lakers. So he's a champion. That's the biggest advantage you have with him. Plus, he's a great locker room guy. Those are two of the biggest advantages you would have with a JaVale McGee over Biyombo. But Biyombo is younger. He's more spry, more athletic. He's going to get after it, and he'll fit a little bit better. Still prefer Christian Wood. But let's see. Yeah, I would listen. Trevor Lane wants the Lakers to sign 2 bigs. Man, I've been on the record as saying the same thing. Great minds think alike. Because I've been saying, get me Christian Wood and Tristan Thompson, call it a day. Or Castleton and Christian Wood, or any combination of 2 bigs. Look, we need size. The NBA, it's proven now, especially after Denver won. You need the more size, the better. We got plenty of guards. We're good there. You got Vincent. You got Max Christie. You got Austin Reeves. You got D'Angelo. All 4 of those are starter-capable players. Maybe with the exception of Christie, who still doesn't have the experience. But at least 3 or 4 of those are starting-caliber players. And it's only going to get better, fam. It's only going to get better. And I know I missed a couple of guards. But we're good there at that position. Biyombo is strong as an ox. He could handle Jokic. Okay. Hot take by my guy DTK. I see you, bro. I see you. I don't know I don't know who can handle a big like Jokic who's crafty and uses the NBA officials to his advantage. But I will say this. Biyombo is strong. You're right about that. Can he stay disciplined and down and not get in foul trouble? That's the biggest question. But this is why you have multiple bigs, right? So, I'm not opposed to Biyombo. Not my top choice, but not opposed to him at all. I'd be cool with him. He said McGee knows his role and doesn't complain about it. Again, we can go back and forth on who you guys would prefer, but at the end of the day, I trust the front office. Whoever they decide, I am with it 110%. Talk to him, bro. I'm telling him it's not about size. Look, my guy right here is saying Tristan Thompson too small. Did you see him a couple of possessions guarding Jokic? He didn't look too small to me. Matter of fact, when he was guarding Jokic before Coach abruptly interrupted it and went back to his regular rotation, then we lost the final game, he was actually shutting down Jokic in small spurts. Not saying it's going to happen throughout the course of the game, but he was actually doing a great part, man. Tristan Thompson was so phenomenal. I was ready to re-sign him right after that game. But I know there's a lot of politics that go into sports, so it's a lot about favoritism and stuff like that, and try to keep their distractions to a minimal, right? So, yeah, let's see, man. Let's see what happens here. Valanciunas available for trade. Now, that is a name that definitely intrigues a lot of people. Jonas is very skilled. He's also a very solid defender and a very good rebounder. I mean, I didn't have this dude in fantasy draft and fantasy leagues, man, when I was playing prize picks, and I cashed in a lot due to Jonas Valanciunas. So I know he can rebound. That's for sure. That is for sure. That's what I'm saying. David, that's what I'm saying, bro. Were they watching the games? Because if they were paying attention, I was actually mad that Tristan Thompson didn't get more playing time, which we were asking for throughout the series. Like, use some of the bigs on your bench. Come on, coach. We're getting out rebounded. And that's one of my biggest harps against, obviously, Darvin Ham, is that he doesn't adjust on the fly. And that's something else I saw in the final Summer League game, is that the assistant coaches did not call a timeout till we were down 12, which was very Darvin Ham-esque. They have to learn to do better. Listen, they have to learn how to read the room and find out when the momentum is shifting. Go ahead and you call a timeout and you make stuff happen, right? So let's just say if I was the coach and the Lakers are playing opening night, we're playing the Denver Nuggets, right? And Denver goes on a 5-0 run to start the game, and I see that we're not doing the little things, boxing out. We're giving up second chance points right off the bat, wide open three. I'm calling a timeout immediately, and I'm nipping that shit in the butt right off the top. I'm saying, listen, if y'all don't start playing better than this shit, y'all all going to get subbed out for the bench, right? Bottom line is we got to give better effort. And most of the coaches, they don't make those adjustments. They allow a team to go down 12 points, and all of a sudden, now you lost the game for your team because guess what? They got to battle back from down double digits, very energy consuming. And at the end of the day, you end up coming short more times than not when that happens. So you got to make sure that the game is always managed properly. What are you saving timeouts for, right? Why are you saving your challenges for? That's another thing. That's another one of my criticisms. And like I said, I gave Darvin Ham a lot of leeway year one because he was a rookie coach. I'm going to be a lot harder on him now. I'm going to be calling him out like crazy his second season. Got to call timeouts, and you got to use your challenges, especially now this year. I don't know if you guys are aware, But they now pass into the new CBA that if you win a challenge, your team gets another challenge. So there's definitely more than ever. There already wasn't a reason to save that challenge, right? But even now, more than ever, I don't want to hear we're saving it to the end. No, sometimes the momentum can shift in the second, third quarter. Use that shit, right? Use it. I don't want to hear no excuses. You got to be smart and strategic as a coach and use all your advantages at your disposal. And some coaches do that a lot better than others. And that's the unfortunate thing about Darvin. His rookie season, he sucked at making in-game adjustments and calling timeouts and utilizing challenges. I can count more times than not that he absolutely just squandered a challenge away and didn't even use it throughout the course of a game. So that is a disappointing thing about him. But I hope he improves, and I'm rooting for Darvin because he's a very likable guy. The man is a preacher, all right? When he talks, we listen. He's that good, all right? So next year, he got to be so much better. So much better. Let's see here. My guy David said, unfortunately, the Lakers can't afford Valanciunas. It would have to be a sign and trade deal. Not sure if he wants to do that considering the depth we have now. Yeah, man. But again, we're so close to completing this roster. All we need is just a little side piece, if I do say so myself. Just a little, you know what I'm saying? Something on the side. And just for insurance purposes. That's it. We get Christian Wood, it's an overkill. We get Biyombo, probably the right fit. We get anybody else, and even if it's a little underwhelming, it's for insurance. All right. So that's what people have to understand. I think Darvin already has most of his rotation in his mindset. Even though he says that rotation's up for grabs and all of this, I don't believe it till I see it. Right. Right now, I still think the rotations are set in his mind, and I think it consists of starting Rui, Reeves, AD, and LeBron, and that fifth slot is probably the only one up for grabs, which is between D'Angelo and the newcomer Gabe Vincent. That's my theory. Could be wrong. Ham is just in love with the multi-guard lineups that have no size. And you see, my problem is that works very limited amount of times. That only works when you're going up against another small team. If you're going up against size, that never works. 9 times out of 10, that's not going to work. You're going to get pounded on the glass, right? And yeah, that's not it. That's just not it. Let's see here. I saw one of the starting 5 played over 40 minutes and everyone else played only 4 minutes. But who are we talking about, bro? Rob been on the record of saying that he doesn't want centers to duplicate skill sets. I know that, but I think you can you take whatever you can get. If Wood was be the perfect, obviously to me that spells we're going after Christian Wood, and this is probably how you sell it to him that you want his skill set on this team because he brings something different, right? But if for whatever reason he chooses to go elsewhere, I think you will see Rob Pelinka shift that energy away from that and say, okay, we're just looking for a backup big, right? I think as long as Wood is there, you have to say the right things to try to recruit him and give him the idea, even if it's not true. You want to give him the idea that he's probably your starting big man, even if it doesn't hold true, because at the end of the day, the coaching staff makes those decisions, right? So, whew. All right, any final questions before I get off, guys? Really quick, I want to give a major shout out to the sponsorship Prize Picks, man. They've been holding it down for your boy, and they've been phenomenal. If y'all haven't checked them out, well, the summer league is officially over. Baseball season is still here, and football's around the corner. So there's always a chance and an opportunity for you guys to try promo code DTLF and get some free play up in there, man. Up to 100% deposit match guaranteed, all the way up to $100. So first deposit, they'll match it with whatever you deposit. Dan, do you like this lineup? D'Lo, Reeves, LeBron, Davis, and Hayes? I love that lineup. That's the lineup I would go with, right? As much as I love Rui, I prefer having 2 big men out there. That's the traditional way of winning championships. Lakers historically have always done it this way, for the most part, right? Gasol, Bynum, right? AD, Dwight. They've always done it like this. So I go back to it. Now, I'm not sure if Jackson Hayes is ready for that type of responsibility, so he has to earn that throughout training camp and preseason. But hopefully he is, because I would love to see a young 23-year-old getting up and down, doing some dirty work and helping AD on the glass. That would be fun, right? Especially that the rim runs and the lob threat that he would become at the age of 23. He has all the athleticism in the world. You might be looking at the most athletic center in the NBA. Can you name one more athletic than him as far as centers go? And I'm talking strictly lob threats and rim running. Might be one of the most agile and mobile bigs out there. So Could be really fun to watch this season. Do you think AD and LeBron would play in the mid-season tournament championship? I'm not sure. That's a good question. I think that's what we all want to find out. That way we can know exactly how serious to take this tournament, right? Are the stars going to participate? And if they do, are they just going to go through the motions like they do in the All-Star game, right? Not sure. But I would be very excited just to see, the youngsters participate and go all out and get some semi-playoff experience early on in the season, right? That could get them energized and ready and excited for when they actually get to the postseason. They'll know what to expect or something similar, right? I'm not sure how the arenas are going to be packed out in Vegas or not during the championship rounds. But again, it's all TBD. It's all to be determined, and I can't wait to see it, right? It's kind of growing on me. The idea is growing on me by the day, but I want to see it first, just like the play-in tournament. Got to see it to believe it. Once we saw it, we absolutely loved it. But I actually liked the idea of the play-in tournament when it was first announced, right? This one I didn't like the idea so much, but after RJ pitched it, and we've been looking at the details, it seems very interesting. So, we'll hold our judgment till we see it. But anyways, guys, it's going to wrap it up for me. Thank you guys so much for tapping in. Keep a lock right here. I got you guys all summer long, all year long, 365 days a year. Just in case anything breaks or just side content, you know where to find me. Lakers and basketball related. Make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you already haven't. And hit that post noti bell. We're so close to 24K. That Lakers anthem is going to hit so good, fam. I promise. So keep it locked right here. And I will see you guys, man. Have a great rest of your day. Vamos, Mexico. Let's get this championship Gold Cup. I will see you guys later. All right. Peace.